I'm excited. I just got the Stereotypes Native Instruments expansion for $25. Let's go.
Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him.
Hey folks, welcome back to Blessed by G Beats. I am the G, and today we have another overview of another dope Native Instruments Maschine expansion, and this one is known as the Stereotypes. Now, this was the only expansion that was not half price during the Thanksgiving XXL sale, and for good reason. This is actually the latest expansion by Native Instruments, and from everything that I've kind of heard, it is absolutely dope. And what makes it so dope is that it comes from a production group, the production group known as the Stereotypes, and they are responsible for so many hits that have been put out over the years. So I'm excited to do the overview. I haven't listened to any of the kits. I've listened to a couple of the demos. So we're both going to be experiencing this for the first time. I am very excited about these kits. But nevertheless, if you have not yet taken advantage of the giveaway that Native Instruments is doing, you can head on over to their page. You can head on over to their page, and I'm going to actually do a separate video on that. But you can actually head over to their page, and you can see all the information on RAM, the $25 voucher that you get, and also they're doing a giveaway. You don't have to buy anything. All you have to do is enter in. So right now, man, Native Instruments, man, they are really knocking it out of the park, if you ask me. They gave us a dope free expansion earlier in the year by the name of Chromatic Fire. Now they're giving us another free dope plugin by the name of RAM, $25 voucher, and with the potential to even get more things free. So this is why I'm still just such a huge fan of Native Instruments. So this Stereotypes Native Instruments expansion, man, I know it's got to be dope because these guys are responsible for some really dope hits. Let's check them out on the screen. It says the Stereotype signature sound, the clean-cut sound of contemporary pop, hip-hop, and R&B with sprinkles of EDM, produced by Grammy-winning production outfit. A decade of sounds inspired by their biggest hits for Bruno Mars, Cardi B, Lil Yachty, Fifth Harmony, and more, recreated and ready for production, packed with kits for Maschine and battery presets for Massive, Monarch, plus hundreds of loops and samples. Uh, I'm telling you guys, man, this is a really good expansion. And like I said, I've only heard a couple of the demos, but what I like about this expansion, if you're somebody who wants to really produce some radio ready sounds, music, and hits, hey, guess what? You've already got it because these guys are all over the radio, man. Very contemporary. It says the Stereotypes of the production powerhouse behind the last decades of biggest Grammy grabbing tracks, presiding over pop, hip hop, R&B, as well as globe-trotting, snappy K-pop. The team unites a polished production aesthetic with just the right amount of underground grit. If you've turned on the radio in the last 10 years, you heard them in action. Yes, and so let's see what you actually get inside of this expansion. Now, you already know how I feel about Pure Drip. Pure Drip is the best trap expansion on the market. It's the best collection of trap samples to me on the market and loops. And it is definitely dope, and it was packed with kits and sounds. Now, the Stereotype expansion is a little bit different, I noticed. Notice what it says here. It says Artist expansion. The Stereotypes tells the story of a decade of chart-topping pop. The Stereotypes have cracked open some of the biggest hits and recreated many of the sounds that sent their tracks to the top of the Billboard 100. Heaps of fresh, catchy loops, popped basses, sizzling kits, smooth synths, refined over a decade of genre-sweeping, top-class production, packed and ready at your fingertips. So you'll notice it doesn't have nowhere near the amount of kits that Pure Drip and some of the others have. Um, Nowhere near the synth presets. And I'm really thinking this is because this is more of a homage to the Stereotypes and what they've accomplished in the music world over the last decade or two. And so, really, what this is about is them letting us in on their signature sound, them letting us in on their signature sound. And so, that's really what this expansion is all about. So, I think that's why it doesn't have near as many kits. It says here it has 163 loops, 217 drum samples, 122 one shots, 33 battery kits, 25 machine kits, two massive presets, four Monarch presets, machine exclusive, 105 patterns, three drum synth presets, five sampled instruments, one bass synth preset, and five projects. So we will see if we can locate all of those inside the machine. It says additional information: drum samples, 53 hats, 36 percussion, 26 snares, 45 kicks, 21 claps, 21 cymbals, 5 shakers, 11 toms, and a partridge and a pear tree. And as you can even see, the installer size is really very small, 594 megabytes. So I'm excited. That's kind of the overview of what you get in the box. So, without further ado, let's start digging into the actual sounds. Now, I think today we're going to do this a little bit different because there are not a lot of kits and there's actually not a lot of sounds. What we're actually going to do is I'm going to let you hear 30 seconds of the actual projects because there's not that many projects either. I think there's only 4 or 5 projects. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to I think I'm going to let you hear 30 seconds of the actual projects, maybe a little bit more, 30 to 40 seconds. Then we'll get into the kits, and then we'll quickly run through those actual massive Monarch synth sounds and the other sounds I think they have as far as the drum synth sounds. So without further ado, let's get going on the projects. So the first project I want to let you hear, it's called Choose Wisely. And uh, one of the things that you'll notice about the projects, they're letting you hear actual songs that they're responsible for in their projects. You can tell they sound similar to the hits that they've made. And you will probably be able to decipher those songs very easily and quickly. But the first project is Choose Wisely. That's actually dope right there, man. You can tell that just by that project, man, it has that radio sound. It's dope. So next is the Germ Bay. The Germ oh wait, let me see here. Yes, that says the Germ Bay. I think that's what that says there. Absolutely dope. Next is the Fifth Street. Absolutely dope. I love it. The projects have that real finished radio sound. Next, still flexing. Still flexing. Now, one of the things I want you to pay attention to, I'm showing some of the screen when the songs are playing, as well as the actual machine interface. But if you're someone who's wondering how to arrange your tracks, if you want some kind of track arrangement tutorial, well, just look at how they have their tracks arranged and kind of study some of the changes they're doing in the beats and all of that. Because I've been checking that out myself, and it's pretty dope how they got some of this stuff arranged. So I think even the way they do their arrangements could actually help you out. So the final project is called Surfing on Cloud 9. Surfing on Cloud 9. Okay, so now let's move on to the kits. There's only 25 kits. Um, the first kit that we're going to listen to is going to be the Arnold Palmer kit. The Arnold Palmer kit. Dope. Next is the Besties kit. The Besties kit. Shout out to my man Roderick Holman, my cousin. I know he's checking this video out, and I know just off that second beat, he's digging that, man. That is some straight up R&B dope there. I'm gonna actually favorite that kid, man. That is nice. Next is the Broken Kid. All right. Next is the building blocks kit. That's dope. Next is the caress kit. Man, that's dope. That caress kit is dope. Straight up R&B. Next is the charming guitars kit. I will be making a beat with that kit. That video coming soon. Favorited that. Next is the climax kit. That's dope. That's dope. Next is the Diablo kit. Next is the Down Boy kit. Dope. Next is the female disco kit. Dope. Absolutely dope. Next is the filthy kit. The filthy kit. Like that. Next is the fly guy kit. Next is the give me what I want kit. Dope. Next is the goodie bag kit. Whoa, that's dope right there. Beat coming soon for that. Next is the horse Dover's kit. Horse Dover's kit. That is madness right there. That is dope. Okay, next is the infectious melodies kit. They just dropped about 16 potential beats right there. Dope. Absolutely dope. I may actually do a video on just going through and making a quick beat to all of those. Next, the Licky G kit. Dope. Next is the Lolo kit. Dope. Next is the Penicillin kit. Dope. Dope. Next is the Pinky Ring kit. That's dope. Next is the previously kit. Dope. Next is the Rainforest kit. Whew, man, this reminded me of that late 90s, early 2000s sound right there. I like that. Next is the Sink or Swim kit. I likes that, man. Next is the Thomas Boykins kit. Whoo, that guitar lick, man, that's dope. I can see myself doing something with that. Okay, now that we're done with the kits, let's run through the sounds first, and then we'll run through, I think, those two Massive and the two Monarch kits. And since there's only 9 sounds, this won't take long. This actually will not take long. So first is the bass smooches. Broken bass, chorus synth, climax bass, crash smooches, kick Diablo, kick smooches, sink or swim bass, sink or swim synth. Okay, so next we'll go to the instruments, and I'm thinking that said actually Massive and Monarch. I really hope soon enough that Native Instruments start making in their next expansion. Native Instruments make the sounds in Massive X. Massive is absolutely dope and a legend, but man, Massive X, if you hadn't had a chance to listen to that thing, sounds awesome. First sound in in the massive sound set is the Arnold Palmer bass. Next, Lolo bass. Okay, and then I think last was Monarch. So first we'll have the Downboy bass. Next, Fly Guy bass. Next, the Horse do. I think that's, you know what? I think that's hors d'oeuvres. The hors d'oeuvres bass. That's what that is. That's the hors d'oeuvres bass. So what I said earlier, the hors d'oeuvres, the horse du revers, that's the hors d'oeuvres bass. I'm sorry, I had to brush up on my French there. Next is the Thomas Boykins bass. All right, so that's the overview. So what do you think? Do you think it's, you know what? I'm gonna say it like this. I don't even want to compare this to their other any other expansion because they all stand on their own. This expansion right here, I think this is the perfect expansion. If you're ready to make radio ready hits, I mean pop, hip hop, if you want that radio ready sound even in some of your trap music, I believe that this is the absolute best expansion you can buy for that type of sound. I mean, if you notice in the projects, the sounds were very pristine, clean. Even the bass, when it was used, it wasn't overbearing. It wasn't really the woofer rattling type of bass. It was the kind of bass that you could feel you could feel more than you could actually hear. So I actually like that about this kit. I'm very excited about this kit. I think I'm ready to drop a couple of beats right now, maybe even go and do some playing around. Matter of fact, I may just stop this video and then start right back up doing another video and just start playing around and just dropping some stuff right now. So if you like this, what you've seen today, you know what to do. Subscribe. Please subscribe. So many people are watching my video. I have thousands of views, but they're not hitting that like button. They're not hitting that subscribe button. Just hit that subscribe button because if you watch this video, it's going to be even more and more of this and even better as we keep going. If you subscribe, also hit that like. That helps more people to see this video and hit that notification bell so you will be notified immediately when I drop my next video. And I'm going to be dropping a bunch here in the next couple of weeks. So that is going to do it for this video. Blessed by G Beats. I am the G. Keep grinding, keep inspiring. Peace.